Two things. First, we touched on Lindor a little bit. 11 home runs. He's batting .211. He's being booed in New York. I'm curious from your guys' standpoint. A player who leaves Cleveland for one reason or other, I know there's not a one answer fits all for every situation, but we'll use Lindor for the example at hand here. He leaves Cleveland. They weren't going to give him the $300 million contract. He gets the bag and then some in New York. Do you guys still root for athletes who leave your city, go to another place for whatever reason, or do you get a little bit of enjoyment out of knowing, hey, the Guardians, the Indians let Lindor go, and now he's struggling?
To be honest with you, I'm both, but the only athlete of recency that I can remember that I actually root for that left Cleveland was Kyrie Irving. That's about it. Outside of that, I can't really think of somebody.
Kyrie Irving's a scumbag.
Kyrie Irving is an amazing basketball player. He has a lot of off-the-court issues.
And all he does is get in his own way.
Listen, he got a lot of off-the-court issues, but the term poetry in motion is, if you looked it up, is his picture.
And if he would get out of his own way, he would have been great. And now he's.
This is a good topic.
Thank you.
It was both. See, back in the, I don't think we was here yet. So there was you go back and listen to it. There was a Cold War in the Browns community. The Cold War at the time was between the Baker Bros and the OBJ apologists, right?
I was.
So it was a cold, like it was, you had to choose a side.
Wait, what was the OBJ?
OBJ apologists and the Baker Bros. So I was an OBJ apologist, right?
Yeah.
And
I was an OBJ apologist.
I was in the rare category of not being in either group.
Listen,
I think they both were crap.
we told Bull, I said, you got to pick. Hey, it's the war in Chicago. You
If I
gotta pick a
had
side.
to choose, I would have been in the OJ apologist group.
OJ.
The OJ.
OJ apologist group.
Oh,
Not in the OJ apologist group. I don't apologize for alleged murderers. But I was not on either group because I thought Odell sucked here and Baker sucked here.
So there was this huge thing. So when you get this war, that's classic. That's gonna win a war next year.
I love it.
That's an Emmy nomination.
OJ.
By the way, can we get him on the show? No, we just playing. No. So basically, there was a Cold War. So people, in chat. So, whose side was you on? Hey, let's be honest right now. We could be honest.
You know who they was on.
Like there were some people that was rocking with Baker, and there's some people in the industry that was rocking with him in Carolina. They was like, oh no.
You know what? That's what I knew that this was bad.
I told you.
It was people that was Cleveland Browns fans that rooted against the Browns
and we went to the game.
For Carolina. I couldn't believe it.
I know.
was like, wow.
We know who we talking about.
Yeah.
We know who you are. By the way, so what I did do, I ain't gonna lie. When Odell Beckham Jr. started getting the football, I was mad. I was beside myself. I said, listen, we done gave this dude away for free. He over here catching the football, and we still got. And then
touchdown
and then when Baker at the last part of the season says, after you done sabotaged and got us looking crazy, I gotta do what's best for me and my family. I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
But here's the thing. After a while, I even got tired of it. I had to say after a while, listen, I root for the Cleveland Browns. Odell Beckham Jr., I thought you could have helped us. You didn't. You helped the Rams. You got the ring. Cool. But I'm not rooting for you against you play for the Ravens. You ain't heard me speak his name.
Yeah.
Get this smoke. I root for the Browns. I only root for the Browns, and that's what it is. But, yeah.
I'm a mixed bag as well. Obviously, I'm rooting against Baker. I want him to fail. I want him to lose every game he plays. I want him to put up the worst possible statistics. If people have a problem with that, I really don't care. Now, in terms of from a baseball perspective, I would say I'm neutral on Lindor. I don't root for him or against him.
Yeah,
I don't really
kind. Yeah,
I don't know. If he was on my fantasy team, so I rooted for him, and then I traded him, and I didn't care anymore. In terms of my favorite Cubs players from when they won the World Series, I love Rizzo, and I want him to do well, but he's on the Yankees, and I hate the Yankees. So I'm kind of torn on him.
Did you root for LeBron?
Not in Miami.
Not in Miami.
What about the Lakers?
I don't really.
A little bit with the Lakers.
I rooted against him in Miami.
Actively.
With the Lakers, I'm kind of neutral.
Well, I think
I'm
he was
neutral.
trying to be. He was a villain then.
Yeah,
And he
yeah.
embraced this villain.
I've rooted against Kyrie every year.
Every
since.
year. I
Every
rooted
year.
against him. And Kyrie was my
Kyrie.
favorite player when he was here.
Kyrie.
I liked him more than LeBron.
Because it just
Like, he came off as so
I
anti-Cleveland.
didn't understand.
Kyrie
Yeah.
got him a ring.
Like-
And y'all still agree. That's what he said.
But I don't
Could
understand.
have had more rings if he wouldn't have effed around.
He
I don't,
yeah.
Tyvis, I don't get it, man. Like it was like, you got to think about it. That's like somebody being like,
Wait, what is it about Kyrie that I understand
Because
you?
he shit on Cleveland on the way out the door. That's a
I
part
don't.
of it.
Outside of it,
Well, everybody did.
outside of it,
Not like you.
he'd be a fascinating interview just to get like. I don't want to talk about the hoop stuff. I want to talk about other stuff.
Oh, I would love to talk
I want to
about
talk, but for me, what got me with Kyrie was I just felt like, bro, I don't know what advice you getting. You can't see the forest for the trees, bro. You don't understand. Like, you talk about you got this disposition that everybody was loving LeBron, but there was so many people that love Kyrie here.
Right.
Me?
More like some people
Me?
more than LeBron.
I didn't even.
But he didn't want to share
like,
the
he
spotlight.
didn't- and it was like-
I own one Cavs jersey. Guess who it is?
Kyrie.
Kyrie.
and
But he didn't-
his shoes was fire.
But he's not the lead dog.
And but it was like we didn't. But a
Who
lot
cares?
of people
He
didn't. That's what I'm saying. But a lot of people here didn't care.
Yeah, right. We loved him.
To be honest with you, if they would have went split, I would have went Team Kyrie because I just liked him.
And so you hit the
he
like
was
for
he
me,
nice, man.
For me,
Kyrie cold on the court.
for me,
man. Oh
he
my
hit the
God.
he hit the biggest shot in the history of the Cavs, and he almost diminished it himself.
Right,
Like,
by saying he wanted to be out after
like
that.
why would you do? Like we rock with you.
That's right.
You scored 40 points with LeBron. You got the most shots.
That's it.
And every other fan base hates him. He's made every team worse since then. Every team has gotten worse with him.
And we showed him the most love here
Yes.
What I would say
out of any base.
I don't. As far as basketball player, I still think for him not being top 75, that's blasphemy. You think Kyrie Irving is not a top 75?
When did the latest list come out?
Last year.
It was last year
Yeah.
before the season.
Yeah.
Was there somebody on there that he's better than? I mean, he's
I
done
don't
a lot of
remember the
losing
list off the
time.
I
top
can't
my
think
head.
of the list off the top of my
He
head.
ain't won many games without LeBron.
That doesn't
There
matter.
was a couple snubs.
Listen, look, Kyrie Irving is literally, it's nothing he can't do in the game.
But
of
then why
basketball.
hasn't he won more? Because he's a selfish player and he
Well, I don't
ruins
think
every team he's on.
I don't think he is
He's a selfish player.
I don't think he doesn't make everybody better.
No,
if that
he
makes
doesn't.
sense. Like he
Kyrie
doesn't
Irving
make-
should be averaging double
Kyrie
digit
Irving
assists.
is probably the best one-on-one player ever.
But he was the leader.
No, I won't say that. That's loud.
But
Probably Jordan
he was the leader of the Nets. Like KD deferred to him. He
And they were a disaster.
He told KD to come with me. Then they got Harden, and then it was like they was looking at him like, "But you're not gonna get no vac. What are you talking about? You ain't getting vaccinated?"
Well, he was just standing up for what he believed in.
But as a
With
teammate,
no
right?
facts to back it up.
Watch this. As a
He
teammate,
stood up for what he believed. You can't be mad at somebody for standing up what he believed
What do
in.
you believe in?
They told him at the beginning of the season he didn't have to
so
get
if I
the
just
shot.
decide to believe that I can live on Jupiter, I should stand up for that?
No, but
what's the difference?
He said they told him that he wasn't gonna have to, it wasn't gonna be a requirement for him to get the shot to play in the NBA. And he said, all right, cool. I'm not getting it. And then they come back and say, now you need to get the shot to play.
did he-
Like
so
that's
just fucking do it.
No, that's going against what you told him.
did he eventually get it?
I don't think so.
No.
He never got it.
think he
Here's
got
the thing. I'm not saying. And the vaccine thing is beside the point. I think the point is, there's a lot of times I remember him having surgery in Boston, right, with Tatum. It was Tatum, Brown. I think they had who else is scary? Terry Rozier, and the Cavs was playing them in 2018. Kyrie Irving. It was Game 7. He had surgery on Game 7, right, and LeBron didn't have nobody. They had some bums. They had Rodney Hood and Clarkson and Nance, and it was a bunch of bums.
It was. I would say it was bums. Maybe 2008 when they lost to the Spurs.
Yes, but no disrespect. I met Jordan Clarkson a few times and not bums. But here, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
But-
you say that. You say bum and trash.
Yeah, that's
You gonna get a direct message.
Direct message. Like
So,
y'all get your money off.
y'all were good role players.
Yeah.
Y'all wasn't stars.
You're like, so basically, I'm watching on the bench, And I said, oh, LeBron lulling these dudes to sleep. I could see the pattern what they was doing. He was controlling all the different things. He was controlling the clock, all the movement, everything. I said, they're going to get beat in the fourth quarter. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, nobody knows LeBron like Kyrie do. He could have been telling them, I'm going to have surgery next week.
Right.
I need to be on his
Kyrie's
bench telling Jason Tatum,
G,
watch for this. Watch this
Kyrie's
screen.
all
Back
about Kyrie.
Yeah,
he only cares about Kyrie. He doesn't care about the Celtics better without him. The Nets played better without him. He goes to Dallas, they don't even make the playoffs.
You can't necessarily say the Nets.
The Nets played well down the stretch with nobody.
That's what I'm saying.
With
But
a bunch of guys.
they got rid of everybody. So
I mean, I like Kyrie. I like his game. I do believe that, like Jason Lloyd said, I think that's the best chance to go back and play. But for me, there's a lot of times people don't be understanding. A lot of what you do in life is perception, right? If he would have just cut like some of the little stuff out, there's no doubt he is top 75 player. Just like I think Dwight Howard's a top 75 player.
Who's on the back end of that top 75, Mike?
They don't rank them 1 through 75, which is the issue. They
All
just
right.
give
So
you the names.
Are there guys that you think are clearly worse than Kyrie?
I mean, like, I don't know the guy. I didn't watch Paul Arizin play in the 60s. Like,
I mean, who knows?
I don't know.
is Dame Lillard better than Kyrie?
Yeah, Dame's better than Kyrie.
It's debatable.
Very debatable.
Part of being great.
Very.
Part of
You
being
said
great,
that like that.
Tyvis,
Like, that's kind of debatable.
Tyvis, part of being great is playing. And how many games has this guy missed over the years?
Dame just quit on this team.
No, he didn't.
He did just sit out the last month of the season, didn't he?
They sat him down the last 6 games of the year so they could tank for Wemby. It's not like he quit.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought he.
And by the way, he keeps signing contracts with nobody around him. I'll give you that. But Kyrie does have a championship. Dame Lillard probably won't sniff one. I got to put him ahead.
Yeah, but Kyrie wouldn't have a championship without LeBron.
Well,
No, we can't do that though.
If Dame want a ring,
He has a ring. At the end of the day,
Come-
Kyrie has
yeah,
a
but
ring.
it's not an apples-to-apples
come to
comparison.
Milwaukee with Giannis.
I would take Lillard. I'm on your side here, but you
Kyrie-
can't say Kyrie only has a ring for LeBron when
can't
he
say
hit the
that.
shot in Game 7.
He hit the biggest shot
I
in the game.
understand that, but the point is, it's not like it's a fair comparison.
The game,
How is that not a fair comparison?
Because Dame Lillard never played with LeBron. Never played with a better. Damian Lillard never played with a player better than him.
He should fix that by going to Milwaukee.
Hey,
Or
he
Miami.
shows some loyalty.
Nah,
to the place.
Milwaukee.
Kyrie-
He said he even wants to play with
Kyrie
Giannis.
is the biggest disappointment in the history of the NBA.
Wow.
That's
multiple
I think that's
championships.
Anthony Bennett.
Tyvis.
He's got a
Tyvis.
losing record.
I think that's Anthony
No,
Bennett.
Anthony Bennett's a scrub. Kyrie's a great talent. He is a top 75 talent, and he never wins one without LeBron because he was all about his ego, and he couldn't stand being the number 2 guy.
Tyvis, you asked the top 75, Kyrie. Russell Westbrook's on there. Westbrook or Kyrie? In the grand scheme of careers.
I don't know.
Well, Westbrook did stuff that no point guard would ever probably do again.
I think Westbrook
with the triple double. I
is
mean,
not
he
a team
averaged
guy
a triple
either.
double for 2 years in a row. People sleep on what Westbrook used to do. Like, no, Westbrook.
Hey, listen, man.
Chris Paul?
Chris Paul back in the day was
I
one
would
of the
take
best
Chris
point
Paul over
guards to ever
Kyrie.
do it.
2015, 2016, right?
I'm just naming, for the record, I'm just naming guys now
Yeah.
who are in that conversation.
So for 2015, 2016, this is his stats.
Who?
Kyrie's. I mean, he had 26,
How
30.
did this segment with the just Kyrie,
34.
all the athletes that left
you got hold on. Like, you got to think about it. Like, I'll give him credit where credit is due. The dude put work in. He had 34, 41, 23, 26, 20. Like, he got 40s in there. Like, and he hit the biggest shot in Game 7 on the road with Steph Curry in his mouth. Pause. Let's get
Hello.
Whoa.
Bonk.
Whoa.
Listen, Kyrie was a huge part of the championship,
no.
obviously. Great player, but it's a disappointment that he didn't stay, and he's not been, and his teams have not benefited from him
I've
since
rooted
then.
against
That's the bottom
Kyrie.
line.
Last 2,
Every
Tyvis.
game.
Last 2, and then we'll do some final takes. We'll
Yeah.
save the recruiting segment for the next time Tyvis is on because I think
All
we'll have fun with that. Ray Allen or Kyrie Irving, better career?
Oh, come on now.
Ray Allen.
Career, Allen. He's like the
I'm
second.
just asking the question.
All
We're
right.
just looking at names on here that you could argue.
Yeah.
Or you could, in theory, have the debate. Carmelo.
Kyrie Irving.
I would take Kyrie over Carmelo.
Because Carmelo's on the top 75.
Kyrie
Just so,
Whoa. Carmelo is a top 10 scorer, ain't he?
Kyrie.
like points-wise? Yeah, I think he's 9th all
I think he's
time. I'll
ninth.
double-check that,
Come
but I
on
believe
now.
he's 9th.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, top 10 scorer. He gets buckets.
I never saw Carmelo in college was amazing.
He's
One of the most amazing things I've ever seen.
And he got like 3 gold medals or something.
I just hate that he never passed the ball. He was such a selfish player.
I hate that he didn't get a ring, man.
Carmelo is a prisoner of the way that people judge basketball players. Like, if you're not, they discard them. If you're not the top of the tip, if you're not Kobe or LeBron or Jordan, they really don't care about what you're talking about. They just like they don't show you love like that, bro. KD gonna figure it out. Like, cause when KD finished, Harden's done, they're gonna look at him like, oh, okay, y'all just them dudes that shot a lot.
That's a shame.
It's a shame, right?
Well, I think Durant is a better player than Carmelo.
Yes, he is, but he's not. But he's not gonna get no love. Like, they're gonna use it.
At least he got the ring.
But a lot of that was just the way he like jumped on that Warriors bandwagon.
Yeah,
and he's been such a baby off the
Carmelo's
court.
9th all time in scoring.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
amazing.
I gotta put Carmelo ahead
Where
of
is
Kyrie.
Kyrie on the all-time scoring list?
No, stop.
Stand by. I got you.
Stop.
That's funny. You like 57?
It might be
Even that high?
62.
I'm
On
curious.
the all-time list, I'm scrolling through. You mean regular season, right?
Well,
Not,
yeah.
not playoffs.
Yeah.
Career, right?
I mean, is he even in the
let's
top
see.
100?
Career.
I need 2 hands here. Hold on.
I guess I'm crazy. You can't put Carmelo. You got to put Carmelo ahead of Kyrie. I don't know what drugs I was smoking when I said
57.
that.
I'm telling you.
I don't even know if he's in the top 100.
He's got 15,000 points. Yeah, I mean he's between 50 and 75.
Oh, okay. No, you're right.
He would
Tyvis.
be
You're in the right.
No, I lied.
Oh, you lied.
Bob Cousy's number 100 was 16,960 career points. Kyrie Irving has 1,510.
So I mean,
Kyrie.
can you be one of the 75 best players of all time?
Okay, you
if
ready
you're
for a
not
trivia question?
Yeah.
Well, this is gonna give it away because I already asked and I was wrong. Kyrie Irving's 125th all time. Does he have more career points than Kyle Lowry? Yes or no?
No.
Whoa, Kyrie?
Kyle Lowry is 124th all time in scoring. Kyrie Irving's 125th.
So how could he be a top 75 player of all time when he's 125th in scoring and that's his best thing?
There's more to the game than just scoring.
Yeah, but that's the best thing he does is score.
Yeah, you know why he's that
He's not
low?
a good passer.
You know why he's that
He's
low?
not a good defender.
Do you know why
he's not a good rebounder?
Do you know why he that low in scoring?
Because he's missed a ton of games.
Bam.
But that factors in, Tyvis.
It does factor
It
in,
does
too.
factor in.
And the bottom line is, the best thing about Kyrie's game is his scoring, is it not?
Yeah.
Is he exceptional at any other part of the game?
Not really.
Exception.
But he is an elite scorer.
He's an elite one-on-one
Okay,
scorer.
if your best attribute as a player is scoring, and you're 125th in scoring, you can't be a top 75 player of all time.
I wonder what his career high in assists
Sucks at
is.
defense, not good at rebounding or anything, not a good passer.
I don't know if he sucks at defense.
He's terrible. Mike, is he a terrible defender? Is that fair?
When he tries, he's actually not bad. He just very rarely tries.
Very rarely.
I mean, that's half.
Also, his career.
Isn't that even more of an indictment?
Mikey, is that not like 70% of the NBA?
Yeah, it's most of the NBA.
It's
Most
end the
of the NBA.
conversation. Kyrie's not top 75. You can't be top 75 if you're not top 75 in scoring and you're not particularly good at anything else.